Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here with another video to entertain or assist you in becoming the better Mortal Kombat player. And this video is all about Sindel, the queen herself. So she was one of the lower tier zoners in this game. She had a lot of air fireballs. You could do it on the ground, then she had a low one. The low one was close, the regular one went far if you did it in the air, and you can enhance both of them, and they both just shoot out to one in each direction. So there are a lot of characters that she could just kind of bully in this way. The downward one was really good for baiting anti-airs. But she also has this float move, which you could cancel by pressing the block button. So if you do it soon enough, you do it really close to the ground. She didn't have a whole lot of moves that were plus. I believe the 111 into the cancel was plus. That's the only one I can really remember. So I could use these kind of cancels to create pressure, and she also had some interesting 50-50s. She did have this wheel kick move. It looks like a launcher. I don't believe it's a launcher though. And then of course you have the low fireball, so you could do some strings and kind of lead into a lower and overhead. So this string, for example, the second hit's an overhead, so you could do something like this, and then you're going down into a low. So she could chip you away with like really annoying 50-50s. She had this string here, which is mid into low. I think it's high, mid, low. So you could do that, and then you could do the overhead wheel kick for 50-50. Or you could go low and make it a fun low overhead, or you could go low-low. So a little bit of a mix going on there. You can enhance that wheel kick too, just for kind of a side switch. It's good to get out of the corner. And of course she had her patented scream. The enhanced one I think had armor on it. Someone might correct me on that one. I'm not 100% sure if that's the case or not. I can't remember the difference. I think it's just slightly faster. So like a typical combo with her would look something like this. So 1 bar, 23%. She didn't really have the best damage that I can remember comboing off of, but that's because she was mainly supposed to be a zoner, and then of course she kind of chips you to death with her little small 50-50s. So you could do some cancel pressure, you do some cancel pressure, kind of maybe looks like this if I can hit it right. So something like that, where you're kind of doing different strings and you're guessing between the 50-50 and then trying to react to the cancel. So of course, like I mentioned, she can do the back 3 and 4-2, which is an overhead. Do it into the low, or you can do it into a cancel and keep your pressure. So again, well, she didn't have the greatest combo damage. I think in the corner she might have some more, but it's been so long I can't remember. She does make up for it for having a lot of little options and being able to kind of ship you away. And now let's talk about Stryker. So Stryker was originally supposed to be my day 1 main for MK9, but when I picked him up, I was just so sad at how bad he was. Still one of the lower tier in the game. He's not the worst, but he's down there. So like Sindel, he can cancel his gun, but there was nothing that was ever plus off of it, so it was kind of a moot point to do it. People just had to challenge you, and they'd be more than fine. And yeah, he had to cancel with a dash, so again, that makes it not plus. He had a low and overhead, but it's extremely slow and easy to react to, and there's a big gap there you can actually poke out of. His main starter was a high, so it was, you'd really get it off a punish, and that was kind of it. He did have the standing 3, which is a restand, which was kind of nice. Again, nothing was really ever that plus off of it. And then he did have the baton sweep, and then he had a roll move. Now, both of these were good because they had super armor on them, so you couldn't break the armor on them. So it worked really well for him to get in on zoners, which he did have a few options, like the grenades, but the grenades were quite slow. So if the opponent had any sort of reflectability, it was very easy to react to. Typical Stryker combo might look like this. So decent damage, but again, starting off a high. Busted. I forgot about that. Did have one of the best X-rays in the game. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. So his really only 50-50 was this with the overhead or this into the baton sweep. The baton sweep was a hard knockdown, so it was nice. You could kind of loop it. But again, there is a gap there, so you're really just kind of punking people if they're getting hit by it over and over again. That's basically it for Stryker. Kind of a sad little character. Yeah, lower mid-tier for sure. I think he was considered one of the bottom 5 in the game. He has everything. He has some zoning, he has some mix-ups, he has damage. Damage is probably the best thing he has. But he does it all kind of poorly. And there's tons of characters that do everything like that better than him, so there wasn't really a huge reason to use him unless you just wanted to be like, you know, a hipster kid that used Stryker. But anyways guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like because it really helps me out, and subscribe because we make new videos every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.
Accept your death.